and baking. Why, yes, indeed.
Look at these cupcakes. Everybody likes cupcakes, but these are different. Can you tell which one is vegan?
First, we're going to make regular cupcakes. You will need 1/2 cup of milk, 1 1/4 cups of flour, 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, and a 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla extract.
The first step is to mix together your dry ingredients. First, add flour, which acts as a binding agent and provides structure for the final product. Next, add the baking powder, which works as a leavening agent which allows the cupcakes to rise. Next, add salt, which regulates leavening and enhances flavor.
Next, take the butter, which imparts moisture and tenderness into the cupcakes and helps to immobilize the air bubbles as the cake bakes, and beat it until it's light and fluffy. Then add the sugar, which not only imparts sweetness, but also helps to incorporate air into the mixture as it cuts into the fat and eggs, and beat the sugar and butter until they are light and fluffy.
Add the vanilla to enhance the flavor, followed by 2 eggs. The eggs bind the ingredients together, act as a leavening agent, and provide moisture.
Add 1/4 of the dry ingredients, followed by 1/4 cup of the milk. Alternate until the ingredients are fully incorporated.
Line a cupcake pan with 12 cupcake liners and fill each cup halfway. The cupcakes will rise significantly, so you don't want to fill them all the way to the top. Then, place them in the oven and bake for 15 to 20 minutes or until golden brown. These are vegans! Vegans are people who eat a plant-based diet and avoid meat and animal byproducts including dairy, eggs, and honey.
There will be some changes to the recipe. Let's take a look. You will need 1 cup soy milk, 1 teaspoon apple cider vinegar, 1 1/4 cups flour, 2 tablespoons cornstarch, 3/4 tablespoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/2 cup margarine, 3/4 cup sugar, 2 1/4 teaspoons vanilla extract.
Pour the flour into a bowl, adding increased baking powder to make up for the lack of leavening in the eggs. Then mix in the cornstarch to act as a binder, since the recipe has no eggs, the salt for flavor, and finally baking soda to increase leavening through reactions with the vinegar.
Meanwhile, take the soy milk and add to it the 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Soy milk is a good substitution for regular dairy milk because it contains fat. Adding the vinegar will help to curdle it and produce more dairy flavor.
Cream together the margarine and the sugar until light and fluffy. The margarine is a good substitute for butter because it contains vegetable fats instead of animal fats, but tastes much the same.
Add the vanilla extract for added flavor.
By now, the acid in the vinegar has had sufficient time to react with the proteins in the soy milk and the milk has curdled. We're ready to proceed to the next step.
Alternate between the wet and dry ingredients again until they are all combined.
Line a cupcake pan and fill each half full with batter because the cupcakes will rise. Put in the oven and bake until golden brown.
So how do our cupcakes compare? Well, on the nutritional plan, you'll notice that Both are comparable in carbohydrate, sodium, and protein composition. You'll also notice, however, that the vegan cupcakes lack the fat and cholesterol content that the regular cupcakes have. This is due to the lack of dairy products and eggs in the vegan recipe. Soy milk, for example, has significantly less fat than regular whole milk. And in addition, margarine does not contain saturated fat like butter, neither contains cholesterol. But more importantly, how do they compare in taste? Let's check in with our panel of experts.
These are delicious.
Scrumptious! So as you can see, not only is the process fun and filled with science, but the products are delicious as well.